Hi, we are IQR Team 22, and this is our quick reference of Swift. So Swift is a compiled language, not interpreted like Python is, and it's used to develop iOS apps. It's similar to C and similar to Python in that it uses variables to store values, typically values that can't be changed. Also, constants are used to make the code safer and cleaner, and this language was developed by Chris Ladner. Some of our favorite games like Flappy Bird or 2048 were created using Swift. The more you know. The Swift development environment is pretty simple. You just need a Mac that can run Xcode, which is the integrated development environment for Swift, similar to Idle for Python. And once you join the Apple developer program, you're ready to start coding your first app. Once you're finished, you run and use the simulator, which is similar to running your code on Python.
The basic operators in Swift are the same ones that are found in Python. They are also declared the same way, as you can see. The conditional operators are also the same, and they are also declared the same way as they are in Python. There may be just a couple of differences. Some basic data types in Swift include Boolean, string, number, date, and time. These data types have the same characteristics just like in Python and other languages such as C# and Objective-C. In Swift, we declare a Boolean value by using the word bool and setting it equal to either true or false. In Python, it's done a little bit different, obviously, because all we need to do is get the variable and set it equal to either true or false, unlike here, we use the word bool. Numbers are also declared a little bit different in Swift. In Python, you use int and float. However, in Swift, you use int, float, and double. The double is used for 64-bit, and the float is used for 32-bit floating numbers. For example, var percentage colon double equals 3.9. In Swift, we declare a string if you want it to be mutable by using let the variable equal to something in quotes, whatever you want it to be. And if you want it to be mutable, as in you can change it, you use var the variable equal to whatever you want in quotes. In Python, date and time are objects, and they have methods that return values for them. In Swift, it works the same way. Date and time are also objects, and they have methods that return string values for them too.
Swift, to print a statement, we use the function print separator terminator. To print a statement that includes a variable, put the variable name in parentheses and backslash in front of it like in the example. Terminator automatically causes a break to a new line and is similar to step in Python. If you don't want to break to a new line, you can put quotation marks in the place of terminator so it continues on one line.
Syntax for while and for loops is very similar in Swift as it is to Python. After the statements, instead of having a colon, we open a parentheses and then have all of our indented statements, and then at the end we just have to make sure to close parentheses. Swift also has repeat loops, which runs through the entire loop before considering the condition. While loops and for loops are used very similarly in Swift as they are in Python. For this while loop example, it's talking about a board game where we don't know the last time we're going to roll a dice. And for the for loop, we know how many letters are in the word dog, which is what the loop is trying to print. So in Swift, while and for loops use two types of operators. Close range operators signified by 3 dots that include the first and last value in the range, and half open operators signified by 2 dots and a less than, which is more like Python that doesn't include the last one. An example of the bottom is a half open operator.
Just like Python, Swift uses 3 structures to write a decision statement: if else, and if, else if, and else. Another shorthand way to write an if statement in Swift is the condition, question mark, answer 1, colon, answer 2. For example, content height is 40, and if pass header is true, then the row height is content height plus 50. If pass header is false, then the row height is content height plus 20. Writing a statement like this is the same as writing out an entire if-else block, but is easier and cleaner in the code.
Want to learn more about the awesome world of coding? Check out these helpful websites, and check out our video next week on our next language we'll teach you about, Java. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Created using Powtoon.